It's the Green and Glow Show with Carly and Amber.
Let's get juicy, raw, and unfiltered.
XOXO.
I don't know why you just sitting there. It's time to like, comment, and subscribe.
Mr. Plasma.
It's the Green and Glow Show with Carly Green and Amber Glow. Let's go. XO, 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 XO. Yeah, glow up.
Remember to like, subscribe, and share.
Oh my goodness, I don't have a song for us because I'm just so in awe. We actually have a special guest. But let's start off by introducing myself. I am Amber Glow.
Is this working?
It's
It is.
recording.
Okay.
I could see it.
For some reason, it just went super quiet, and I was like, hello? Okay,
Well,
who are you again?
It did give the countdown. I'm Amber Glow.
I'm Carly Green.
Oh my goodness. Carly Green, do you want to, oh my goodness, introduce our special guest?
Yes. Oh my goodness is right.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's Freddy.
Yes.
If you know Freddy, you know Freddy. If you don't know Freddy, you better know Freddy.
Right?
We've known Freddy for the same amount of time?
Yeah,
Yes?
I think so.
Yes.
Greetings, everyone. Yes, it's been quite some time. I've known you ladies for going on, let's say 6-7 years.
Yeah, okay.
Wow,
Perhaps
that seems
more,
longer.
2015, 2016. Actually, no, 2017, 2018, right?
Really?
Yeah, well, the biochemistry course,
Yeah,
living biochemistry was in
Yeah.
2017, right? It started 2017.
2017 for sure. Because
Yeah,
that's,
so-
I was pregnant with Malachi, and then I remember.
Yeah, so probably a little before that, because in the book you state that you had problems with your arm or inflammation or your wrist or something there, and it was back in 2014.
Wow.
And then Osborne showed you about NQ.
Yes. It just seems
Yep.
much longer than that. It's still a long time, but
No, it still is. It's definitely going on a decade pretty soon.
yeah.
A
Yeah.
decade, I feel old.
No, join the club.
Right? I don't know, y'all. I feel young. Ever since I've been in the course and things like that, I feel young now. Yes.
Agreed, definitely. Physically and mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally young.
It could be placebo, but I think it's real.
Right.
From the looks of it,
Right? Man, it's been a long time. So this is awesome. This
Right?
is so cool. It's like a little bit, almost half of class is with us.
Oh my gosh,
you know?
All the cool people.
Got Thor, Helvey,
Right.
Marv,
Osborne.
Manveer.
Yes.
Oh, Manveer, I forgot about Manveer.
Manveer. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then we had some random drop-ins and
Yeah,
dropouts.
random drop-ins. Yeah.
And there was a moment in time where Enki was in
Yes.
class with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a good majority.
Rita.
Fighting, a viewing.
Right? Yes. Because he was the
So-
one that was helping me with my legs. It started out with the legs and then, okay, guys, y'all take it over from here.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Freddie is a top student, by the way. Also,
Super
everyone,
top.
if you don't know, Freddie is like a top student.
Top.
I could have
top.
done better.
Beyond
I could have done
top.
better.
What?
I was slacking. I could have done
Freddie
better.
has a remarkable mind. Yes.
Who writes
He's
a
very-
book for an essay?
Yeah, right? For his final project, he submitted a literal book.
And I
The
still,
cannabis has retarded my growth. The cannabis has retarded my growth and stunted it.
No, it hasn't, Freddie. It has made you produce the most delicious freaking French toast. That's what it's done.
Indeed. I mean, also the
Right?
deep,
You were
profound
very
hunger I had.
creative and productive.
Mm-hmm.
There you
No,
go.
but I definitely feel like I could have studied a lot more and definitely been a more of a helpful provider in the class, you know, in terms of information and articulation, you know.
Man, it's what you
Or maybe Marv's just very long winded, and it gives me that impression like I need to do better. Like, damn, this guy goes off for the whole day, and maybe I just need to somehow get a little bit of that energy and pizzazz.
I don't know where you picked that up from, but I think like just everyone has their own, you know, style, and you have it. I mean, you have it. You wrote a freaking book. You help people. You have your own store and everything like that. So your own CMOS. What's going on? What do you mean? Well,
I just needed to make a slight adjustment to that. I mean, everything you said was definitely correct and true, and yeah, you know what I mean. But I have to downplay the store a little bit. You know what I mean? It's kind of been inactive. I've kind of been just like not promoting as much as I should the last couple years. It's kind of just been like a thing on the side that I needed to get back to eventually, and I'm kind of going back into that direction in the last few months, and it feels good, but hasn't been that active on the sales, on the store or anything. I just been mostly promoting some information and stuff just like that, like you said, helping people, but kind of died down the last couple of years. I kind of been busy working and just trying to build up myself.
Yeah, and that happens. I mean, that's happened.
Other than that, you were spot on. Sorry to interject and interrupt.
No, you're good. You're good. Oh my goodness, that's awesome though, for real. But I mean, but just to see yourself, you know, you see yourself growing and stuff like that, and just know that, I mean, you've helped me so very much, and you still continue to help me. You know, it's not like we've had the everyday Saturdays and getting up early, having our 4 or 6 hour classes, you know, but it's just,
it's been a while.
The information that you find and put out there, and it's just,
I feel like in an unofficial way, I have like a body of work, so to speak, somewhat. You know what I mean? Like, I guess my timeline can be proof of that in a way. Before it became as popular as it is today, and now everybody's just their own independent investigative journalist.
Right.
Know? It's kind of where we're at now.
Correct.
Now everybody's a news outlet and a podcast. But it's good. I'm not. No. Come on, Carly. Why are you laughing over there statistically in the background? Doesn't help me. All I'm saying is, I forget what I was saying.
You're good.
Fucking Carly. You kill me.
So what got you into the health realm? Was it something like, for me, you know, I had my tragic incident. What about for you? Like, what got you, or have you always been in that?
No, definitely haven't always been in that health space. I've always been somewhat of a weirdly conscious person in terms of like playing things out in my mind in the long run, you know? So with that curiosity in mind, at some point around 2011, I started going hardcore with just random documentaries on Netflix, and I stumbled across one called The Beautiful Truth or A Beautiful Mind. It was by Charlotte Gerson, and basically it just described the protocol that her dad was describing in the early 40s, 1930s and stuff like that. He's even in congressional records for making testimonies about these patients that he cured and helped reverse certain illnesses and ailments. So that sparked an immense curiosity in me, just finding out information about the toxicity, the deficiencies, and all the things that we take at face value for being positive or good or helpful to us in some way, shape, or form, be it water or laundry detergent or fucking aerosols you use in the house, like all that stuff. So taking all that into consideration and knowing that I'm going to be alive at least for the next 50 to 60 years, I don't want to grow up to be old and decrepit and have to depend on others in order to sustain myself and maintain my cognitive functions and abilities. I just didn't want to grow old and wither away and have my faculties just completely out of order. I wanted to grow up, be healthy, prevent all the issues that I can while I'm still ahead, and and just basically try to find out as much truth as it pertains to not only like the history of our species and where we come from and what this reality is, but the health, because it was very practical at the moment. It's something you could immediately change and immediately interact with when it comes to food and diet and just your overall lifestyle. These are things that you can immediately incorporate starting right now. So food was just one of those things that was just like, it was a shock just watching those documentaries and hearing those testimonies and seeing a different side and perspective of life. It was just very captivating, and it motivated me to head into the direction of health, holistic, anything dealing with life in positive shape or form. And I just went down the rabbit hole of that after that point. Started seeing Bruce Lee, started stretching a lot. It wasn't until like 2015 where I came across, well, actually 2014, the summer of 2014, I came across Dr. Sebi from a guy named Santos Bonacci. And then after I found Sabi is when I found Sonetta's TV in 2015. And that's when I came across all these other different characters from the House of Consciousness, including Inky,
Right.
the earlier days.
Right.
And, it just, the ball kept rolling and here we are now today. But
Right.
that's where it started from. I wasn't always a health freak. I wasn't always healthy. I never really liked vegetables like that growing up.
Really?
Yeah, primarily ground beef, maybe chicken breast. I didn't really like too much pork. I didn't like the chuletas. I didn't really like the fried drumsticks after a while. Like, it was a little bit before I actually transitioned that I was already like weaning off of the greasy foods and the certain
What
way.
year? What year did you transition to vegan?
2015 was when I was transitioning hardcore right there. That's when I first got my first Sabi products. I got the Banju tonic, and then I got the Bromide Plus powder.
Classic
Yeah.
romance.
I got those stuff just because the CMOS was advertised as like a all everything panacea, like one size fits all healing fucking product. So I was just like, oh, all right, and it's a powder. Word, I could just mix this in with agave, walnuts, or whatever the heck, and make a little drink. Word. I was like, that's easy, convenient, and I could take the tonics because the tonics are powerful, iron, fluorine, all this, that, and the third. So I was like, all right, it's potent. And I started around 2015. And by 2016, mid 2016, I was solid. I was good. Hardest thing was probably weaning off maybe pizza every now and then. But other than that, I didn't have any cravings, strong cravings for meat, ground beef, chicken, turkey. I never really liked turkey. Freaking ham, bologna. Didn't really like those. Wasn't really a fan of hot dogs. The only hot dogs I liked were the ones with like the skin casing on them. That nice little crunch. But it was the ones specifically from New York, like the little carts with the yellow umbrella. If you ever been in New York, yeah, those. But other than that, I wasn't a big fan of hot dogs. I just weaned off naturally by 2015, 2016. I was solid, and yeah, ever since then I've been good. I'm gonna get my physical on the 31st of May. I'm gonna get a full blood panel, hormone panel, see where I'm at today in 2024. But yeah, I haven't really experienced any adverse reactions since going vegan. I mean, I do consume honey, so I'm technically not fully vegan. But yeah, if people gotta consume eggs, turkey, whatever the hell, go for it. You know what I mean? If you gotta supplement, if you gotta take a hit for now, you gotta do what you gotta do. But
Exactly.
yeah, I'm not too strict with it. I'm not too anal with it. But there are some things that are avoided at all times, no matter what. Like microwaves and shit.
Yeah,
But
certain little things that anyone can do. You don't even have to be vegan to do it. So.
yeah, exactly. So, but
were you like a hardcore list person? Did you stick to that food list at any point in your journey? Was that like your Bible at one point?
At one point, yeah. At one point, I tried so hard to stick to it, but it was just so plain and bland, and like,
right.
there was only so many. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you go.
I was just very little variations of meals that I can come up with just those items. Felt limited.
Lots of salads.
Yes, I agree.
Lots of salads.
Yeah, lots of salads. Holy
I felt
smokes.
like a lot of like weird spelt dough things. Oh my gosh, it was the spelt. Everything was spelt.
You ever had the spelt station?
Sushi?
No, not the sushi, the spelt station.
Oh, spelt. This is spelt station.
Yeah, a station is just made out of dough, and you just knead that shit in water. You just squeeze all the starch or whatever hell out of it,
Mm-mm.
and then you just get the rubbery substance at the end.
Ooh, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, literally, you take flour, you soak it under water, and you just keep squeezing it, and it gets rubbery and gummy until all the starch is off, and then that rubbery, gummy stuff at the end, you just dice it up and marinate it and season it as you will with meat, and that's it. Shit's
So you've done this?
fire, yes.
Oh, you're saying it's fire. Okay, I've never tried this.
It's fire. Just marinate it as you would meat, a nice fat piece of steak or whatever have you, and yeah, you're on your way to just bliss.
I'm doing
Abra,
this
what do you
this
think?
weekend.
Are you gonna do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you do have trouble making it and you want to try it, they do have pre-made versions at the market and stuff like that. You just have to look. But yeah, sation. That's pretty much mock meat made out of flour.
Got you.
It's all
Wow.
gluten protein. So if
Really?
you're sensitive to gluten, you might
You might know.
you might feel uncomfortable.
Right. That's
Just
a
a slight
thing.
bit.
Yeah, that is a thing.
It is. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun coming up with meals. It's
Yeah.
just very time consuming at times.
So did you have the support of your family when you were doing all of this? Or
Right?
did
Yeah, that's a
you
good
have the,
question.
like, how did your family react? Or were they
I
on
mean,
board?
they weren't supportive and on board, but they weren't unsupportive. You know what I mean? It's not like, hey, let's help you out. Let's make some suggestions or like, cool. You know what I mean? Like the most would be like, all right, that's fine. That's what you're doing. Cool. Just like an acknowledgement that I'm doing it, but it wasn't like, yeah, let me help you out. Let me
I
find you
got
some
you.
restaurants or some shit like that. Like, no, it was just like, oh, all right, that's cool.
It's so funny because, like, um, I, my family's kind of weird, but like I'd make like have my food and then they would have theirs, and they were like, "Well, I want to try yours. I want to eat yours." And I'm like, "But I made enough just for me because you said you didn't want to try it. You didn't want to, you know." So it was like my stuff was eaten, and then I'm like, "So now what am I supposed to eat?" You know. So
Yeah.
that's
At
how it
least
all.
they wanted to try some of your food. My family, on the other hand, I would make rice and beans, and they would be like, "Ugh, what is that? It smells horrible." I'm like, "What are you talking about? You just cooked this yesterday with the same herbs and spices. Are you out of your mind?
Right.
What do you
Wow.
think this because I said this is vegan or something is automatically gross?"
Yeah.
Like they just had a bad stigma about it, and they were just like, "Take everything you're cooking away from me immediately. I don't want to see it."
Right. Right.
I was like the butt of all jokes for a while. You know, I was the weirdo, the black sheep.
Yes.
Look at him, he's eating grass like a squirrel or some dumb shit, you know?
Oh my gosh. That is exactly my dad because my mom went vegan with us. So it was like us against my dad. And he's such a caveman sometimes. So,
Hmm.
Funny man, funny man.
And it's so funny because it's all women in my family. So I thought it was just going to be a little different. I thought that, oh, they're nurturing. They're probably going to want this information. So I was all, you got to do this. You got to do this. You shouldn't be doing that. I learned the very hard way. You just don't come at people like that. So now I don't say nothing. And it's so funny. They will, like people at work. Oh, I know you're thinking this. I'm not thinking anything.
Right?
You do whatever you need to do. If that's helping you, it's working for you. But I don't care. I just care about myself. So if you want the information, I have information, but you do what you want.
correct.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until it gets real.
Right.
Right? Trust me. Trust me, man. I don't know. Your 60s, guys, just remember your 60s is approaching. And the 60s is like a time where you're like things are going to like really start happening, I feel. It's the 60s.
Yeah, things get really desolate and just
60s, man. You got to like
But
let's work hard
it
to be
just
healthy
seems
for our
like
60s.
now, I think it's earlier, to be honest. The
I just
stuff
feel
I'm
like if it hasn't
hearing,
happened yet, look for it in your 60s. So
I
Yeah,
gotcha.
definitely. But by that time, a lot of shit would have accumulated. So something's gonna
yeah,
pop off.
that's
Something's
how I
popping
feel.
off at that
Just
age.
because it's weird now, like I'm an adult, right? But I'm like I have a family, I have children. I'm not a child anymore. So I see my aunts and uncles and parents and whatnot. I'm like, you guys are like approaching your 70s. That is wild.
Right.
so so I just see a lot, and I notice a lot, and I'm like, okay, interesting. It's
Like
interesting. So yeah,
the stuff I'm
Yeah.
noticing and hearing a
prevention,
lot,
right?
like I'm
Prevention.
hearing a lot of like colon stuff going on, a lot of, and I don't know if it's just because the people that I know, they're in their 40s, 50s, 60s, even in their 30s,
Oh
and growing up, I didn't hear nothing. It was always, someone in their 70s, 80s, they're getting this, they're getting that. But
right.
now I'm hearing more and more, even children, you know? So it's just, is it because of the age that I'm at that I'm noticing all of this? It wasn't always there, but it just more and more and more and more people that I know, they're getting this, they're getting this, they're getting this, they're getting this. But then it's like, oh, what is it? What is it really? Is it the
That's
way their lifestyle was? Is it because they took the vaccine? Is it, you know, um,
yeah. Nowadays with the vaccine, you got to consider that too.
but a lot of people are not. A lot of people are not. And I don't get it. And I don't know if it's just that because we're informed and it's not really out there like that. But it's just crazy of what I've been hearing. So
Well, Freddie, explain to Amber that weird food trend you kept sending me fucking reels about. Just send me a link though. Like, listen to this,
Hey,
Amber. This
Enki talks about it
is
in this book too. Honestly, the
fine. Okay, but
hardcore animal flesh carnivorous diet of just whole foods, saturated fatty acids. Like we have steak, ribeye, some meat, and then you'll have, and most of these people, these influencers that I've seen do it, they do it on a cutting board. Like you need the cutting board. That's the
the
signature. That's
wooden
the look.
cutting board
A
though,
wooden cutting board. You
gotta
need
be
that.
wooden.
Like that's the base foundation right there. Without the cutting board, you're not eating that primal ancestral diet. I'm sorry. People had cutting boards back then. Get over it. So they have that. They have a stick of butter, whatever the hell it is, goat butter or what have you. They usually have animal products from goats,
yeah,
cows, and buffaloes.
yeah.
Some of them eat like wild organs or high meat that's like fermented or just raw meat. But for the most part, the trend I've been seeing is cooked very rare, might I add, with some butter, some random avocado or whatever source of fat, and then just like fruits or some shit. And it's just like the weirdest video I sent there was earlier last night. It was some guy who makes freaking, and let me actually say this before I mention that. How would you feel about a snack like this? Would you eat it, Amber? It's a date with butter and salt.
Stop.
a date with butter and what?
And salt in the middle. Like you hollow out the date, you take out the pit, you put some butter in there, and you throw some salt on it and call it a day. How do you feel
Okay.
about that?
So look, I do that, but let me tell
You
you.
wait. Let me tell you. Hold that.
Hold
Hold
on, let
that.
me tell you.
Yeah,
But the
yeah. Finish
butter,
that thought.
it's a like I make a date and I take the sun butter and I take
Okay.
coconut manna and then I'll do like salt and I'll put it in the freezer and pull it out,
Huh.
and you basically have like a Reese's cup.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's totally different.
see,
Oh,
that's totally different. That
That's
actually
so
sounds
different. I've
appetizing.
done that
it's so
before
good, let
too.
me tell you.
With the manna and then the salt. Yeah, that
Yeah,
definitely
Oh, it's
sounds
so
good.
yeah,
good.
That butter.
yeah. And
Yeah,
then you
see,
can
that's
Yeah,
use
different.
cacao. You can do cacao because I'll
yeah.
Yeah,
take
see,
even take
that's
the
that's
cacao, melt
that's really
that.
good.
Yeah, it's so good. But I always use like a vegan butter. I don't use, you know,
I
But you
would do it
use
with
actual butter. You don't use like peanut butter. You use like actual butter.
the vegan one.
For
Like
real?
so yeah, I'll
And it
take
still
a
tastes like a Snicker with butter.
Yes.
No, you're talking about like a nut butter or a seed butter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're talking about a
not
nut butter or a seed butter? Okay.
I like the spreadable white butter stuff.
Yeah, I'm talking about edible white butter, like, you
No.
know?
No. That's what I used to do too. I used to use the dates with the tahini and the coconut
Yeah,
manna.
Yeah,
that too.
see?
You could
Like
you could switch
See,
coconut
it.
that's
on
good.
top, like flakes and shit, and you put that in the freezer. Tahini bites, we called them. We loved or the date. No, we called them date bites, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
See, that's a good dessert. That actually sounds good and appetizing, but
It is.
but a regular date with regular butter.
Cow butter.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Cow or
cow
buffalo
butter?
butter,
No,
right?
that sounds disgusting. Like,
No,
no.
I don't do.
Like, let me just have a fucking slab of margarine on this with some salt. Like, that's disgusting.
But I can
Yeah, let's
see
say
people
Diddy
doing that
butter.
though.
But another dessert that I showed Carly that I was gonna mention right before that was it was a guy who heated up some ground beef. He chopped up and diced up a banana. He seasoned the ground beef. He seasoned the ground beef with cinnamon. The sliced, diced banana gets thrown into the ground beef that's seasoned in cinnamon, and then it's finally coated in honey.
What?
And he says, don't knock it until you try it. It's like a little ground beef dessert. That's fucking disgusting.
That's gross.
Never in 100 years would I ever try that. Not even if I was a carnivore. Like,
No.
let me have some fucking a banana burger. Like, yeah.
Right.
Meat
Like,
burger.
hold the pickles. Let me get bananas instead. Like, that's gross. Like, what
And
is
cinnamon.
that? Yeah, and cinnamon too.
And honey. Honey on my fucking ground.
No.
Okay. So let me tell
everybody,
you
they
what.
throw honey on everything.
But look, when I did eat meat, I would make a burger and add peanut butter.
Oh my God.
And it was
What?
yes.
Peanut butter and ketchup?
No.
Okay.
No. So you have the meat, the onions, the mushrooms.
God.
Then I'd add peanut butter.
What kind? The Jiffy?
I have no clue.
You did the Jiffy. You did the sugar, the
No
canola.
clue.
You did the
fucking Jiffy.
But peanut butter was on everything. Yeah. So even like in the morning, I would do my waffles, peanut butter, syrup.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
Though.
That's good.
I do like pancakes.
But I'm telling you, and then when I moved here, they did the burger, peanut butter, avocado.
Ugh.
What?
Yeah.
That's so horrible.
Yeah, that shit was fire. Yeah.
I have to agree. Sounds a little strange, you know, those two textures.
Strange, but it was like
peanut butter and avocado. What kind of taste is
that?
that?
Yes. In my mouth. Like I just those two textures mixing.
Right.
Forget
but now, no, I wouldn't do that. No, just because I know better.
That's advanced and Katarian right there.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but it just, I don't think I want it.
No, but if for some reason, I know it would never happen, but yeah, it was different. I don't know, like you could still do it. You could still get a vegan burger and put the peanut butter on top of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
God damn, with the onions and the tomatoes and lettuce, that's a little.
And you were just
too much.
And it's not like a lot of peanut butter. You just have to do just enough.
But I understand the concept.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
It's just different. You needed more protein. But I did that because I ran track, so I was like, I need a lot of protein. You know.
Damn.
So
I would legit put like tahini on my burger bun before my burger. If it
was,
what? Yes.
Yeah, that would be yum.
Yes.
It's like a sauce.
Yes.
It's almost like a sauce at that point.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand the concept for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What does it taste like though?
I'll put hummus on my burger.
Hummus definitely is good because hummus is just salty as fuck.
Yeah.
You know? But you can I don't know, tahini is something I love. I just love tahini.
Tahini has no flavor.
What?
Oh, tahini has a rich flavor.
Really?
You're eating shitty tahini.
Yeah, you got
I just haven't eaten it enough.
I love tahini. Tahini is so yum, and you can flavor it however you want. Tahini, it's versatile. It's earthy.
Yes.
Yeah, it definitely is earthy as hell.
Slices is like life. Yes.
Yeah. But that's those videos. I've seen them. I've seen the raw carnivore diets. This was years ago. And they look scary. They look like vampires.
And it's crazy. People like portray themselves to be like health specialists because they lost like 60 pounds and like fucking cleared up some acne or some shit. So like now they have a life-changing testimony and a revolutionary health regimen that can change everybody's life all of a sudden.
Right.
It's like, yo, bro, like anecdotal evidence can only go so far sometimes. And most of the time, like that's just unique to your experience and it's not going to apply to everybody else. But
no, it can't. Everyone's so unique.
Not that unique. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we are, Freddy.
Yeah.
Some people just have fucked up guts and they can't absorb and assimilate nutrients. That's all it is, you know?
Right.
Also, some genes are fucked up, so, you know, I'm not going to lie, some chromosomal aberrations and things like that, you know? But to oversimplify things, you know, for the most part, I'm just like, yeah, those diets aren't for everybody, and I don't know.
Right.
Just because you lost a little bit of weight.
Are they really for anybody? Is that really a thing?
I don't know, because honestly,
like,
I'm just gonna see how long they last, and
that's the thing. I'm like, these people are barely in their 20s.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, do this for like 10, 15 years, and let me see you after that. I don't know. I just, that amount of butter was just outrageous. It was outrageous. It was like, wow, that is horrific.
You have to send me this video.
I will. Yeah, Freddy sends me
like everybody looks good when they're young and shit like that. They look healthy, they look vibrant. Yeah, but a lot of these people I've seen later on, they just look all pink and inflamed.
Children, and show me what you look like. Really. Yeah. No, it's very interesting.
Very interesting.
People are very easily influenced. That's the whole situation.
Right. Mm-hmm. And what's so funny is like you'll make a suggestion. They won't do that. Okay, so one of my coworkers yesterday, like, Amber, you have any rose oil? Well, okay, what do you need rose oil for? For my hair. I said, dude, you're balding because it doesn't start from it doesn't start from the outside. What do you think rose oil? I saw a TikTok and the rose oil is making people's hair grow. No. I said, if you give me your blood work or whatever, I said, how it's positioned and stuff like that, just from what I've seen, it's like you probably have a zinc deficiency and stuff, something going on hormonally because you're young, you know? You're young and it's like right there.
Well, the
like,
person's young.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Shit, that's even...
Yes. I don't think he's even 25, you know?
Such a misguided soul.
Right. And I was like, I have some zinc. I was even giving him the Ormus. He didn't want any of that, but he wanted the freaking rose oil. Yeah.
Damn.
And then he got, this is rose water. I was like, where do you think they get it from? I said, first of all, you're not going to pay $230 for some real rose oil.
Rose oil is ridiculous.
Yes.
It's like the most expensive essential oil, isn't it?
It is. Why is it so much? I said, because they use pure petals. Yeah. Yes.
To make like one little fucking bottle.
But I'm letting you know right now, dude, you got to get me some blood work. You can start with the zinc, but hey.
Yeah, wouldn't you want something more affordable, more reasonable?
Right.
And how do we know it's rose oil? Like, I think it's an internal thing first.
Right.
Rose oil is like
he didn't take it. He did not take I gave him a vegan, it was a zinc spray, you know, and it had all the proper copper and stuff like that in it. And then the Ormus, like a year's worth, and he didn't want it for free.
Wow.
He's
That's
like,
crazy.
No.
I would have taken that in a heartbeat.
I was like,
you would have. I would have
too. It's not FDA approved. I'm not doing it.
Are you fucking kidding me? None of these supplements and herbs and shit that you buy are FDA approved. You can look at right on the box and it says it. That's crazy.
Right. But okay, just continue to vape. Do your
just go get some Bengay and rub it on your scalp. Fucking, it'll feel like it's doing something, I bet.
Right?
That's wild. People are wild.
They
So not
are.
FDA approved. Little do
Right.
you know. It's like, go to GNC, buddy. Nothing in there is FDA approved. And you're going to be asking yourself, like, how is this an actual store? Like it just is, bro. It's compliant. It's in compliance with all the laws. So don't get mad at them. Get mad at your state legislator. I don't know. But that's wild. He just wanted some rose oil.
He just wanted some rose oil. Oh, see, but he took it. He was so happy with that rose water.
Hey, maybe the placebo will help, stimulate the growth. That's what he wants, he's visualizing it as he fucking applies it to his scalp and shit.
Right.
You can feel the follicles growing.
Right. And the crazy thing is, I've known him a year and it's gotten worse, So, and I told him a year ago, dude, go get blood work. But he does have like anxiety. I said, you have all the symptoms of you're deficient in something. You have anxiety, you're having, heart issues, you're balding, dude.
Damn, dude's probably anemic and shit too.
Super skinny.
He's
super tall, super skinny. And just, he knows everything.
Of course.
Yeah,
but
course
he is our number one. He is our number one salesperson. So.
That's ironic,
Right. Ironic. We did miss our wonderful 333. But it was a great.
We're at 36 minutes and a couple seconds, so that's kind of there we go.
Yeah. Perfect. Great time.
We're doing a water break, Freddy.
Yes.
Oh, water break?
We have these water breaks. Yes, 333. But the conversation was amazing.
Oh, snap. It's a 355.
Right?
No worries. I'm still up. I'm still going. I got one slice of French toast left, but I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
I guess I might have not been that hungry. Or maybe just my metabolism's different at this time of the day.
Oh, yes.
Even though I didn't eat at all yesterday, like eating at this part of the day is just not what I'm accustomed to.
Right.
Yeah. I unfortunately am accustomed to it.
Do I miss the days though? Do I miss the days?
Yeah, I still
wake up.
It does get hard. Like I'm still like I'll make a smoothie and
That's
it's at 12 o'clock for me, 12, 1, 2, I can start.
Yeah.
So
I'm just hungry all the time.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Right? That was a great intro song.
I may have made 12 muffins and I may have eaten 9 of them. Maybe that happens.
Maybe.
That's okay. I'm a fatty. Let's just be real, guys. I love food so much. It is delicious.
I mean, who doesn't love muffins, though? They're so delightful and fluffy and just...
It just depends, to be honest.
How do you feel about bran muffins? Yeah, right? That's what I said, right? Yeah.
I can't.
Like, same, right? Right? That's what I was saying.
I had 9 bran muffins.
Oh man. AKA sugar muffins.
Right?
We decided that muffins are just sugar muffins. Any muffin is a sugar muffin.
Yeah.
Hey, you could use brown sugar, cinnamon. You could use different sweeteners. You could even use some nice
it's still sugar.
Agave.
Still sugar.
Different flavors of sugar,
it's still
I guess.
Sugar, exactly.
How it makes you feel. That's my thing. Like,
you know what? Sometimes you just need 9 muffins, okay? Some days are 9 muffin days. That's that.
Right.
I could be doing a lot worse things because I am still doing my workouts and,
Right.
Mm-hmm. I see you.
Right.
And I just love to eat. I eat at 3:30 in the morning at work. So, yeah.
Right.
I would be just finishing my break right now. I'd be like cursing and putting on my vest and getting back to work right now.
That's such a visual.
Right? You can just see it. You already know.
Yeah, hardwired in. I see.
Yes.
No worries.
Well, Lady Lou.
Yes, it looks like we've come to the wonderful. I don't want this to end, but this has been a treat. This is amazing.
Right,
Thank you so much,
right.
Freddie, for joining us. For real, for real.
Anytime.
We'll definitely
Anytime.
have to do this again.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely agreed. It
Yes.
was a pleasure. It was delightful. It was a wonderful experience. Lovely conversation with you ladies.
Awesome.
Definitely in the near future.
Yes.
Yes, we'll be back for sure.
Yeah, I'll try to by then maybe have a new phone, but if not, I don't mind doing it on the laptop, you know. The laptop's working just fine right now, you know.
Oh, that's
I
so
could
funny.
Kill me. All right, Freddie. All right,
But,
Amber.
all
Love
right.
you. Love y'all.
All right.
Peace.
Peace. Love you.
Remember to like, subscribe, and share.